Everybody's focused on growth. The word that stood out to me is building a community. But I think more than anything, it is just...
We're here with Whit Lanier, the co-founder of Amplify Reviews here at Orion Ascent. Whit, how's everything going so far?
It's off to a great start. I thought the cocktail hour last night was one of the best ones that I've been to in terms of the vibe and the energy and really the engagement from all of the attendees.
Yeah, the atmosphere, doing it in the vendor hall was just, everybody was coming around and having a good time. I think it was really great to kick off the event. Now we're in day one. You saw Natalie's keynote session talking about Orion and the all-in movement. What did you take away from that?
Well, I have to start with performers that came on before Natalie that were really amazing. And I feel like it's a tough task to get people engaged and to tie something into a theme the way that they did. But great way to wake up, great way to get everyone's attention and really capture their imagination. I love Natalie's sports metaphors and her very clear depth of knowledge there, and some of her personal examples about skydiving and mountain climbing. So I thought she set the tone for the conference very well.
Everybody kind of got caught off guard with the acrobats that started out, and you know, for people that do that, to go all in, you have to believe in yourself when you're lifting people up in the air. That was just awesome to see. So I'm curious, you know, she really talked about this all in. How would you define all in?
But I really think she made a strong point about commitment, that not accepting failure is an option. You know, she used a poker metaphor that I thought was good, that it's a calculated risk. It's not a really high risk situation. But I think more than anything, it is just, if you make the conscious decision to go all in, it's that level of commitment, you know, sort of burn the ships. You're gonna pursue the goal no matter what.
Big thing about the experience, right? To go all in is looking at it from every angle, and it's the experience for Orion is looking at not just from the client experience, but the advisor experience all into one group. And you know, I think what they laid out was really impressive. Do you see anything on their roadmap they discussed that you think that's really gonna, you know, they're gonna excel at?
I just liked when she talked about purpose. She, you know, the word that stood out to me is building a community to make sure that everyone who touches Orion thrives. And I feel like everything all the research she shared about purpose-driven companies outperforming really made sense when you tie it in with that community focus.
Yeah, no, I'm a big believer in the community, and I think this event is kind of a huge community where it's not just coming and having sessions to talk to you. They have a lot of collaborative sessions. You have a lot of the advisors that use their software. They're coming in for consultations. So it's really a come and get educated and learn from each other, right? She really talked about the growth of the independent and advisor space and how that's going to continue to grow. And I think we're all in this together in the independent world, right? Where it's growing, and let's learn from each other.
If her stats are right, it was a pretty compelling picture about where the industry is headed and where the opportunity is.
Right.
And it does sound like Orion's very well positioned to make everybody involved successful.
Yep, and you're in the business. You're, you know, the co-founder of Amplify Reviews. So I was curious, could you give us a little bit overview of what you do?
A lot of how I like to frame it is everybody's focused on growth. Everybody's trying to outperform that sort of natural, organic 3, 4, 5% growth. I tell people the easiest thing you can implement to change that is online reviews. If you're currently getting most of your business from referrals, chances are everyone who chose you looked at least 2 other advisors. And we're in a window of time where these folks who implement online reviews and take advantage of the social proof from the endorsement of their clients are going to win a much higher proportion of that business that winds up at their door considering them.
Right, and you know, the SEC kind of opened the floodgates a few years ago, but really it's been a slow adoption of digital marketing, websites, and things like that. But you know, last night we kind of saw coming around your booth that, you know, it was definitely an eye-popping for advisors and interest. So I think we're really seeing the tide turn there.
It's like any adoption curve, and yes, it is finally starting to feel like folks are showing interest and folks are realizing the opportunity. And the interesting thing about reviews is that anybody online can see them. So we will definitely see a little bit of a FOMO movement. And once we get close to that tipping point, I think the adoption will happen quickly. That's why the real opportunity, win more business while you're one of the early few to take advantage of them.
Well, Whit, hey, it was really great talking to you. We're looking for a great conference. We'll see you around.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the interview, Jared.